Hey, what's up, everybody? So, most of you may know by now, I did a video on our practice at Percy Priest, but I was able to get the win on March 21st, 2020 in the ABA Open Series Central Tennessee Division opener on Percy Priest Lake as a co-angler. I had 10.57, so just over 10.5 pounds. Second place was 10.47, so it was really close. So very excited. I've gotten close in the past, but have not ever won a tournament in the ABA. So what I'm gonna do is kind of go over that day, what I did to point. I've got another couple tournaments there, and my fishing partner Jeremy Nash has got one that he's probably going to be fishing without me. So I don't want to give away all the details. You know, a lot of my travel buddies and stuff, they know what I was doing. They know what I've been doing for the past 2 years. It's what I hinted on in my practice video was, you know, the deal. It's the little thing that I like to try to do that it's been very successful. The morning of the tournament, it was 46 degrees. It's kind of chilly. It was misting. The rain was supposed to move out, but it didn't. It really didn't rain. It just kind of mist all day, but it was just annoying. So we were talking about at the ramp, what you know, what are these fish gonna do? And it was brought up that they'll probably bite good in the morning, but when they realize it's not gonna warm up, it's probably gonna slow down. So that had me a little worried, because fishing out of the back of the boat, you need the bite to stay pretty steady. So that had me a little worried. At the end of the day, we caught fish consistently, but I do feel like it did slow down a little bit as the day went on. And when we got back to the ramp to weigh in, there was a lot of people that said it had slowed down a lot. So, so I got paired, you know, with a great boater. I don't know if he considers that his home lake, but if he doesn't, he probably should, because he's won a lot of money there. He always finishes good there. He knows the lake. So I got paired up with him, and you know, he had located some fish earlier in the week. Didn't know if they were going to be there. He had located some out deeper. So you know, my deal that I've talked about, I had a lighter one for up shallow, and I had a heavier one for out deep. And so we started out deep, and I started dragging around the deal. And I'm not sponsored by any of these guys, but I've got this old Vendetta 2.0. It's a 7.3 medium heavy with a Lew's Tournament MB reel on it. And that's what I was using for those fish that were out deeper. And that first spot we stopped on, I can't remember if I caught my limit or if I just caught two, and then when we moved up shallow in that same area, I caught one. But that's what I caught them on. And then when we moved up, shallow, I don't know where my other rod is. Anyways, my shallow setup was a Shimano Crucial 7.2 medium heavy with a Lew's, just a regular LFS reel on it, $99 reel. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by any of these people, but those reels are amazing. I've had some going on 5 years. I wipe them down once a year and oil them, and they keep on going. Both of those reels had 15-pound InvizX by Seagar. It's their yellow label. One thing that I found, if you're going to spend money on something, spend it online. Don't necessarily go out and buy you a $200 rod and a $200 reel and then go buy a $10 line. Spend some money on some line. It's 100% fluorocarbon. Like I said, it's 15 pound. It's really good stuff. I also like Sunline. They make good stuff. I was fortunate enough this year to have a friend that was able to help me out a little bit with getting some line a little bit cheaper. So I just stuck with the InvizX. But we kind of picked those fish off deep, and we just kind of kept alternating between shallow and deep spots. We fished, we hit a bunch of spots. Eventually, by the end of the day, we had moved up more shallow, and I probably caught, after I caught my, a limit, I probably caught 3 or 4 more keepers, but they weren't big enough to cull. Eventually, I landed a fish that I was able to cull out and add about 10 ounces to my limit, and then we hit a spot, cast it out shallow, was reeling the deal up shallow and had one hit it. I go to set the hook, and it's just one of those, you're kind of like, man, that feels like a good one, and the fish pulls back and my line breaks. So, endorsing this great line, I'm sitting here thinking, how did that happen? Well, Percy has all kinds of rocks in it. I get my line back to my boat, and about, from the end of the line up to, to the top or whatever, there's about a section a foot long, and it's just frayed. So that's my fault. Always retie. Always check your line. I didn't do that. Anyways, retie. I thought about that fish for about 30 minutes because I know on Priest it usually takes a good 12 pounds to win on the co-angler side, and that's with 3 fish. And probably thought I'd, knock myself out of contention with that fish. About 30 minutes left in the day. We're running around. We stop on a spot not too far from takeoff, and we're fishing through there. And I hook another one, and I'm able to cull about 2 ounces. While that was my smallest fish, that was my biggest fish because, like I said earlier, first place was 10.57, and second place was 10.47. So there were a couple ounces difference there that really helped me out. And that's kind of the tournament day. My boater ended up with 4 fish, and he still had over 10, almost 11 pounds. So he still caught some good ones. But that was kind of my day fishing. Like I said, it was very exciting for me because it's my first win. I've been close several times. Been close in the past 2 two-day events, like the area championships, and just wasn't able to make adjustments. One of them I didn't get to fish the second day. I had a family emergency. But this past year, I couldn't make any adjustments that second day, and wasn't able to win. But what I do know is that I got this one. I'd set out a goal to win a tournament this year, and hurry up and got that one out of the way the first time, which is great. So my other goal is to win the points again. I've won them the past 2 years. If you win the points, that's just free money, free entry fees. So I'm hoping to win that again. I hate to start backtracking and setting new goals, and seeming greedy or whatever, but I've got 3 more events left and a 2-day, and I just don't know why I wouldn't set a goal to maybe win another one. With winning the points, being consistent, doing what I like to do, stuff like that. I just don't know why I wouldn't set a goal to maybe try to win another one, and definitely win the points again. So, but we'll see. The bad part about fishing is it's fishing. You never know what's going to go on. So, check out Phantom Outdoors. Hey, don't forget, if you haven't donated and you want to, find some place in Cookeville, Putnam County, Tennessee, or Mount Juliet, Tennessee, maybe to help out the tornado victims. So, thank y'all for watching. Like, share, comment.